Hi guys, Mick here, Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. So here's my second toasty. Now my toasties aren't in the challenge. My challenge is out to everybody out there to do their toasties. And again today I'm going to be making it in the toasty maker because Benny sent me this toasty maker. I didn't have one beforehand. My technique before that was to use pretty much a cast iron griddle pan. I would stick it over the heat, toast my sandwich one side, very carefully flip it over. So I'm also learning to use this for pretty much the second time. Toasty I'm making today is a very simple recipe for my lunch. However, it's got a bit of a twist towards times past. We had beef yesterday, and so when we did the beef, I collected the dripping. Okay, now I can already hear a lot of people going, "Oh, dripping." Yeah, dripping. It's not everybody's cup of tea, I know, and your doctor is going to tell you it's full of cholesterol and it's not good for you. But you have to put it into context. In times of shortage, times of need, times of desperation, you've got to try and get as many calories out of everything as you humanly can. And one of the ways to do that was to collect the dripping from whatever you were cooking and reuse it. As a young lad, I can remember having dripping sandwiches and dripping toasty. Basically couldn't afford the butter, so the dripping replaced the butter. Yeah, use it as a fat. You can use it as a hard fat. I'm going to use it on the outside of my toasty today. And all I'm going to do today is make a very simple toasty. It's a cheese, onion and chutney toasty made with a bit of dripping on the outside. So let's get into this. I'm going to open my pan first of all, have a look at that. Yeah, happy with that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my 2 slices of bread, and on the outside, and I say the outside of the bread, I'm going to give these a liberal, oh, it's got the jelly. No, the jelly was the best bit. I'm going to give a liberal dressing of the dripping. As the sun comes out, it will stop soaking. You can see some little bits of onion in there. And the dripping will always separate. You can see there's some brown bits. Those brown bits are the meat juices. Okay, those are the bits that are non-fat. They're almost sitting there like a gravy, but will give this an astounding flavour. A bit too much on there really, but there we go. Should put that to one side. I'll take my toasty maker, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the bread inside the toasty maker, but with the dripping side down. I'm then going to take my cheese, put my cheese on, and I want this cheese to just overlap. I want it to crisp up nicely. This is not a health conscious sandwich, I will say to you now. This is pretty much a heart attack in a plate, so this isn't something I would suggest having every single day, but as a bit of a treat, and as a bit of a fun one. I'm going to load it up. The onions there, they're shallots, so yeah, cop your shallot, and into that I'm also going to place, in actual fact it's not a chutney, this is a cranberry and pork jelly, because what goes better with that. Now what I'm going to do is take my other slice of bread and I'm going to put it dripping side up, close this, making sure it closes level, and that's it. Apply to heat. Let me just tap this side down a little bit. Apply to heat, and whilst that is cooking nicely, I shall just get these bits out of the way, put the dripping back in the fridge, store that, and again That dripping in jelly can go into gravies, it can go into pastries, it can go into almost anything to add the fat content and the flavouring. And yes, by today's standards, oh dear, your heart. But at a time when people couldn't get the fats that they required and the calories that they required, it was a good resource. Come out, check that. Oh wow. So again, nice simple toasty. Out here in the garden, you could do this up the woods, you could do it pretty much anywhere. It's a bit of fun, and it's all part of the Toasty Challenge. Okay, my Toasty Challenge is quite simple. I want to see people get outside, have fun. I want to see people do things, but I want to put it on an even keel. Everybody knows how to make a toasty. Everybody knows how to make their favourite toasty, and that's what I want to see. I want to see your favourite toasty, or your toasty trials and tribulations. Whether you make it in a pan, whether you make it in a griddle like this, whether you make it just on a plain grill over a fire, not a problem. But show me what you'd like to do. Show me what you want to do. It is a challenge. All the toasties are being shared on a playlist on my channel, Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. If you go to the playlist Toasty Challenge 2025, your video will be entered onto that, and in a month's time I will ask people that have watched the playlist to vote, and we will choose the International Toasty Champion 2025. Show me what you can do. Right? The rules are quite simple. Whatever technique suits you, whatever flavour, whatever type. We've had people contact me that said they can't do it because they can't eat bread. If you can't eat bread, what alternative do you use? How would you make your toasty? Okay, so yeah, we'll take that. We'll accept that, as long as it could be classed as the equivalent of a toasty. We'll accept it. What's the alternatives? I don't know. I'm lucky I can eat bread, so yeah, show me. Show us, teach us, show us how you manage. So, here we go, let's see what we got. Has Mickey overdone it? Oh, you can smell the beef in that, and that's one of the nice things of doing it with like a beef dripping, is you do get that flavour of the beef coming through in the bread. Not soggy. Nice. Bits of cheese have overlapped the edges and crisped up nicely on the edges. Gotta like that. Let's put that to one side. Very cool. So let's have a look, let's see how this went. Oh yeah, look at that, lovelyly melted. A cheese and cheese and onion toasty made with dripping, just like my granddad would have probably enjoyed, and my great grandfather. Yeah, it's a dripping toasty. So again guys, as I say, it's dripping. Okay, so it's beef fat, and when it cools, you end up with a layer of the meat juices, the water side of things, with all those lovely meat flavourings in them. They normally form up a jelly, because especially if you've got a bone in the joint, yeah, all the gelatin comes out and that forms a jelly. That was a major treat. A little bit of that spread on something, but also the flat layer, that beef flavour, I know it's going to be soaking through that. Now, I do have to add a caveat to this. Yeah, that's a lot of cholesterol. Okay, in today's world of health consciousness and that, if you're not a busy person, if you're not going to burn it off, don't have it. Yeah, so let's get this into me. Boy, cheese is hot. You can really taste the beef in that. Oh, yeah, that's almost, I'll describe it as like having a beefless beef burger. You've got the cheese, the onions, You've got the beautiful cranberry and port chutney, adding a beautiful sweet texture to it. Well, sweet yet savoury texture. You've got the cheeses, 2 cheeses that I used in there today. So again, a little bit of mozzarella and a bit of cheddar, grated, just the cheapest one from the supermarket. It's half a shallot chopped fine. Cheap slice of bread. There we go. Nothing fancy really. You could put tomato ketchup in there, Branston pickle in there. You could put a dollop of mustard in there, whatever you fancy. But yeah, toasty. So this is my lunch today, and by golly, am I enjoyed it. That's hot. So guys, yeah, come over to Hampshire Outdoors of Survival, enter yours, make your toasty however you want to do it. It's got to be outside though. Do it outside. Show me how you would do it outside, whether you use a camping stove, whether you use a gasifier, whether you use your barbecue even. Don't mind, show me your method. Campfire, whatever you do, got to be done outside. I don't want to see any electric cookers, and I don't want to see any indoors mainstream gas cookers. I want to see how you'd manage outside. Now these techniques, why am I doing this? Well, it gets people thinking about prepper cooking. Okay, so if all the power goes down, you're reduced to using the resources you've got in the cupboard and trying to make warm meals. Toasty is not a toasty cooked like this. Probably one of the better prepper meals, possibly, especially on a short term quick notice where you need to crack up a meal for hungry kids, family members. You want to get something warm, filling into them with lots of flavour. A toasty done on a barbecue, done on a grill, done on a gas stove or gas cooker, camping cooker, whatever you want. Yeah, that's got to be a good alternative, hasn't it? Especially if you chuck that in with a mug of soup or something. So guys, yeah, that's Mickey, Hampshire Outdoors of Survival. That is my second toasty. Yeah, I must say to Benny and his family, thank you so much for the toasty maker. It makes a lot less mess than trying to do it on the pan, and also has inspired me to, yeah, have a play with recipes. Yeah, I believe you can get these on Amazon. Have a look, see what you can find. Guys, this is Mickey, Hampshire Outdoors of Survival. Love those you do. Forgive those you don't. Make yourself a toasty. Enjoy. Mickey out.